Okay, we have our new chapter, that is fourth chapter, that is about quadratic equations. So we know what is a quadratic polynomial and we know what is an equation. So equation is something that has an equal to sign. Okay, then what is the general form of a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers. A, B, C are real numbers and A is not equal to 0. This becomes a quadratic polynomial. So we need to make the union of both of these. That means that it should be a quadratic form and also an equation. Therefore, putting one equal to sign here and writing it equal to 0. Okay. So the two elements about quadratic equation is the quadratic polynomial and the equal to sign that stands for the quadratic, the equation and quadratic equation. So this is stands for the general form of quadratic equations. Okay, so generally when we have a question like x minus 2 whole square plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, this is maybe one question in which you are asked to find out whether this equation, this is the equation, you need to check whether it is going to be a quadratic polynomial. The only quadratic equation, if it is going to be a quadratic equation, then some x square term should be there. That's it. The maximum term should be x square only. X cube and x raised to 4 and such things should not be present. So maximum thing should be x square over there. So this is not a direct one. So we need to simplify that somehow, and you need to find out whether this is going to be a quadratic equation. Some questions are given an example in that form. So you can write this is going to be, I can expand a minus b whole square, that is going to be a square minus 2ab, that is 4x plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, somehow I need to get this form, that is a general form where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Okay, you have x square here minus 4x. When you bring this 2x to the left side, it becomes minus 6x. Then you have 5 plus 5 again becomes plus 3. This is going to be plus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, this is forming ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of the quadratic equation. So therefore, wherever you are going to get this form, you can just conclude that it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Similar to the previous chapter where we learned how to form the equations, here too you are going to learn. So, but whenever you are going to consider the quadratic equations, you need to have only one variable, that is x, or whichever you want. Any variable can be there, but only one variable should be there in that equation such that you will find the solution. Okay, the first part, that is the first exercise, deals with proving that it is going to be whether it is a quadratic equation or not. There are several questions. Okay, followed by that we need to form the quadratic equation using the given statements and also such more things. Okay, and now we have our exercise 4.1. In this we are just asked in the first question to check whether it is going to be a quadratic equation or not. So this is not a simplified form. Your thing is to just simplify that and find out whether it is going to be quadratic. So now you have x plus 2 whole square here. I have taken only the odd ones because there are 8. So I'll take 4 out of them. So this is x plus 1 whole square, that forms x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 6. This is just multiplying. So this is a plus b whole square form. So here you have 2x, here also you have 2x, that is going to get cancelled. Then you have x square. When you bring this to the left hand side, it becomes plus. So it is going to be x square plus 7 is equal to 0. You have an x square term. Therefore, it is going to be a quadratic equation. Therefore, it is a quadratic equation. That is going, you are going to conclude that this is the quadratic equation. Okay. Now we are considering this case. Here you have two things given. So first of all, you need to multiply both of them. This is x square. This is x plus a into x minus x plus b form. That is going to be x square plus a plus b plus ab. That is x square plus x into minus 2 plus 1, then you have the minus 2. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, that is equal to x square. Then you have minus 1 plus 3, that is plus 2 plus 2x. Then minus 1 into 3, that is going to be minus 3. This much you are going to get. So x square and x square term get cancelled. You get from here minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Therefore minus x minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 3. If you bring it this side, it forms 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, but this doesn't have an x square term at all. Therefore it is not quadratic equation. Not quadratic equation. This much we got. Okay, next I will move to the fifth part. So fifth question here, it is given as similar to the third one only, because you have 2, 2 and 2, 2 here. So just thing is to multiply that. You get 2x square minus 6x minus x plus 3 is equal to x square plus 5 minus 1 is minus plus 4, so it is going to be plus 4x. Then you have 1 minus 5. Okay, bringing this x square term this side, it forms x square only. Then you have minus 6x minus x is minus 7x. Minus 7x, bringing this side 4 more minuses, so it is going to be 7 plus 4, that is 11. So minus 11x. Then you have plus 3, and when you bring it to the left hand side, it's going to be plus 5. That minus 5 is going to be plus 5. Therefore it is going to be plus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore it is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Okay, this much we got. So one more question is remaining as of now. We have x plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x into x square minus 1. So you need to expand. This is a plus b whole cube. That is going to be a cube plus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube, that is 8. Then you are going to multiply this. This becomes 2x cube minus 2x. Okay, we'll just expand this. X cube plus 6x square. Then you have 6x into 2, that is 12x. 12x plus 8 is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. So bringing this x cube this side, you will get x cube 1 here. Then you have minus 6x square. Then you have minus 2x. Then if you bring it that side, it become minus 14x in total. So it is going to be minus 14x. Okay, then minus 8. You find that there is an x cube term. The maximum power or the degree of this equation, I can tell, is going to be 3, not 2. So the degree has to be 2 for it is quadratic. Degree, I mean similar to that polynomial where the maximum power to which x is raised. So here it is going to be a cubic polynomial, not a quadratic equation. Quadratic polynomial. Therefore this equation is also not quadratic. Not quadratic equation. Yes, we have finished the first question. The second question is all about the statement problems and forming of the equation. So now we have our statement problems. Statement problems are just spaced. So it is all about forming the equation here. So let us read the first question. So the first question here is the area of the rectangular plot is 528 square meter. Okay, let the length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and the breadth of the plot. Okay, so first of all we need to take some x. Okay, we need to take some x. So we'll take let the breadth be x meters, because it is given it has to be in meters only, not centimeter or other units or like this. So it is given that the length is 1 more than twice the breadth. Okay, therefore I can write length will be 1 more than twice the breadth. Breadth is x, so 2x plus 1 meter. Okay, it is given that the area of the plot is 528. area is always length into breadth. For a rectangle, it is given a rectangular plot. Therefore, the length into breadth is given to be 528. Okay. So now what the other remaining thing is to do? We need to substitute for the length and the breadth. Length is 2x plus 1. Breadth is x is equal to 528. The remaining thing is 2x square plus x. 2x square plus x. Bringing this to the left hand side. 528 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation that is required in this question. Okay. Moving on to the second part of the question. Second part of the question, let us read the question first. So you can see the question. The question is, the product of the two consecutive positive integers is 306. Okay, we need to find the two integers. We need to find the two integers. So we'll consider those two integers. Let the smaller integer, or let one of them be x. Them I mean the numbers. Then the other is x plus 1. Because it is given that it is consecutive, the next number will be one more than the previous one. So therefore you can tell that x and x plus 1 are the two numbers. In the question it is given the product of those two consecutive numbers is going to be 306. So the product, that is x into x plus 1, is given to be 306. So just remaining part is simplification. X square plus x, bringing this to the left side, becomes minus 306 is equal to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. Okay. Next we'll move on to the third question. The third question given here is, you can see, the Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages in years is 3 years from now will be 360. We would like to find Rohan's present age. We would like to find Rohan's present age. So it is given what we need to consider to be x. Because we need to find Rohan's age. So let us consider Rohan's age. Let Rohan's present age be x years. Okay. Rohan's present age is x years. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So what is his mother's present age? Therefore mother's present age is going to be 26 more than x, that is x plus 26 years. Okay, this much we found out. So the second part of the question says the product of their ages 3 years before. 3 years from now will be, okay, not before, after. So 3 years after, Rohan's age will become x plus 3. Okay, and the product should be here, right? So I need to add 3 more years for his mother also. Mother also will become 3 years older after 3 years, right? So it is going to be x plus 26 plus 3. That is x plus 29. X plus 29 is going to be 360 as per the given question. Okay, this much we got. So we need to just simplify now the remaining thing. That is going to be x square. 29 plus 3 is 32. So it is going to be plus 32x. Then 29 into 3 is going to be 29 into 3. Maybe I'll do 30 into 3 and subtract 3 from that. That is a easier step. So 30 into 3 is 90. 90 minus 3 is 87. So you're going to get plus 87 here. Plus 87 is equal to 360. So from 360 I need to cancel off 87. That comes to be 3. Here 7, 2. Okay, 273 you're going to get. So this becomes x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. That is what you are going to get. Okay, next we'll move on to the fourth question. For that I'll just wrap this off. The fourth question here you have in front of you. Okay, the train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would take 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We are asked to find the speed of the train. We are asked to find the speed of the train. Therefore, let speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. Okay. First of all, we need to know the physics. That is, distance is equal to speed into time. This is the speed into time. Okay, that much we found out. So the question given here is the difference between the two times. Therefore, I need to consider the time difference. I can consider to be delta t. That is going to be t2 minus t1. Okay, time difference given here is 3 hours. 3 hours, and you have the speed of the train or the time required by the train. In the second case, when it is going to take more hours, more time, is when 8 km per hour is less. Okay, so time becomes distance divided by speed. Distance in both the cases is 480. So but the distance, the speed here was 8 km per hour less, so it is going to be x minus 8 here and x here. Okay, we'll remove this 480 out, otherwise it becomes a problematic one. So it is 3 is equal to 480 into 1 by x minus 8 minus 1 by x. Okay, now we'll take the LCM. Before that, we'll just cancel this off. This comes to be 160 and this is 1. So 1 by 160 is equal to, if you take the LCM, this becomes x into x minus 8. Then you have x minus of minus 8 is plus 8, because here when you write it becomes x minus of x minus 8. Okay, while taking the LCM, you are going to do that. So it becomes x minus x, that is going to cancel. Then you have an 8 that is remaining. So at last what you are going to get is 1 by 60 is equal to x square minus 8x. Here when 8 is remaining. Okay, so now remaining thing is cross multiplication. X square minus 8x is equal to 8 into 160. Okay, that 0 will leave it. Now we need to multiply 16 by 8. 16 is 2 raised to 4 and 8 is 2 raised to 3. Therefore, what is 2 raised to 7 is what we need. 2 raised to 7 is 128. So we can just write it like that. So this becomes x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation in this case. Okay, this is all about the exercise 4.1. Next, we have to learn how to find the solution. The remaining part is all about finding the solution of a quadratic equation. If you have a quadratic equation like this, how do you find the solution?